number 4.
On? There we go.
Welcome to Unity of New Westminster. I invite you to join us in singing Winter Wonderland and See God in Every Face. And if you would like to rise and can, then please do so. If not, then just stay where you are, be comfortable. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? He'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kiddies knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling, though your nose gets a chillin'. We'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. See God in every face, right?
Oh, yeah, you're doing See God in every
We're going to do another Unity warmer-upper, so if you feel like standing, this one's got actions to it. This is called See God in Every Face.
Did you guys hear the guitar out there?
Yes, okay, good.
No.
This one gets faster and faster, just warning you.
We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold we are divine. Lift up your hands, lift up your heart, lift up your vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold we are divine. Lift up your hands, lift up your heart, lift up your vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every faster. We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold we are divine. Opa! Lift up your hands, lift up your heart, lift up your vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. There we go.
Thank you, Desiree. Thank you, Lawrence. Oh, what a great way to start a morning, huh? And thank you, Mark Stanton Welch, for writing such an awesome song. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of New Westminster. I am Reverend Rona Segura, and I'm so glad to see you all here today. I have been away for a couple of weeks, and it's nice to be back. It's a really neat feeling to come home, you know? So lovely to see you all. Thank you, thank you. And welcome to all of you who are here today, those who are here for the first time, those who are returning after being away for a while. It is wonderful to see you and all of the people who are here most weeks. Nice to see you all here. Thank you for being here. And thank you to all who are joining us online, either live or sometime in the future. On behalf of our whole community, welcome to all of you as well. We gather here every Sunday so that we can consider ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our primary way shower and example. But we also honor that there is wisdom to be found in faith traditions all over the planet, that there is wisdom to be found in song and in poetry and in prose, and as we'll see today, in this idea of story that is shown in movies and books and so on. We honor every person's right to choose their own life path. All are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. And our intention and dream is that you will find ideas that will help you lead a life which is calm, connected, and contented. And we begin our service today in a time of centering prayer. So I invite you to close your eyes with me, if that feels safe for you. And we give thanks. We give thanks that we are on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nation. We give thanks for First Nation peoples everywhere. We give thanks that we are able to come together here, to laugh together, to sing together, to consider new ideas, ideas that remind us that we are one, that whatever our understanding may be, for the creative energy that some call God and others Allah and others Yahweh, others the force, science, nature, life, the universe, quantum. But whatever our name may be, for creative energy, divine intelligence, we embrace the idea that it is one. And that each one of us is part of that creative energy, that there is no space, that God is not including us. And it is from this idea of unity that we extend a blessing to all people, all races, all religions, all abilities, all ages, all lifestyles. We extend a blessing for peace, for love, for healing, that every person may know that they matter, that they have a place. Imagine a world filled with peace. That is our intention for today. And for this power that we have to pray, to create, to form, we give thanks. Amen. Today is the second week in Advent, this time of the Christmas season where we prepare ourselves for the big day, Christmas Day. And every week during Advent, we highlight an aspect of a life which is characterized by contentment. And last week, that would have been the first aspect, which was faith or hope. Today, we light the candle for faith, as we did last week, and we add to it with the candle for peace. So I'm going to ask Grant, who is going to read our daily word, to light the candle for faith and for peace. There you go.
Hello.
Should be on.
All right, I'm Brent, and today's word is peace. Romans 15:33, the God of peace be with all of you. I give you the gift of peace. I begin the second week of Advent by affirming peace for myself and all beings and letting the peace of God flow through me. Peaceful living does not mean isolation from noise or turmoil. It means calm, even in the middle of the hubbub. At this time of year, when so many seem busy and rushed, amen, I rely on the peace of God that resides within to promote calm in my home and in my life and in the world. Prayer helps me stay centered, serene, and relaxed so I can be an instrument of peace, holding thoughts of tranquility and affirming peace in every heart. I move through this day and Advent season affirming kindness and compassion. I give the gift of peace as I let it flow from my heart like ripples on a lake, sustaining each person in concentric circles of tranquility and goodwill.
Thank you.
I let go. I let Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release, I let go. I let Spirit run my life, and my heart wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
As we prepare ourselves to hear today's message, I invite you to close your eyes with me in a time of meditation. And if it feels uncomfortable for you to close your eyes, then just allow your gaze to rest gently on a focal point in front of you. And become aware of your breath. And that gentle rhythm of life that breathes in and out, in and out. We take our breath for granted so often. And now, as we give ourselves this gift of a peaceful pause, say thank you to your breath. With every breath, allow your body to become heavier in your seat. And allow your body to relax and rest. Notice how your mind continues to operate. And if it is filled with thoughts of busy things, then thank it for its service to you as well. And allow yourself to sink beneath the thoughts. Knowing that they will continue and will be there when you're ready to come back. And as you breathe and sink beneath your thoughts, allow your focus to drop into your heart. And take a moment to feel appreciation for this magnificent intelligence within you. In this place, we find peace. And today I share with you the Rosicrucian contribution to peace prayer. Allow my words to be yours. I contribute to peace when I strive to express the best of myself in my contacts with others. I contribute to peace when I use my intelligence and my abilities to serve the good. I contribute to peace when I feel compassion toward all those who suffer. I contribute to peace when I look upon all as my brothers and sisters, regardless of race or culture or religion. I contribute to peace when I rejoice over the happiness of others and pray for their well-being. I contribute to peace when I listen with tolerance to opinions that differ from mine or even oppose them. I contribute to peace when I resort to dialogue rather than conflict, rather than force, to settle a conflict. I contribute to peace when I respect nature and preserve it for generations to come. I contribute to peace when I do not seek to impose my conception of God upon others. I contribute to peace when I make peace the foundation of my ideals and philosophy. I contribute to peace. In the silence, let that sentence resonate. I contribute to peace.
children sleeping, snow is softly falling. Dreams are calling like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago, but one by one we all had to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. Trains move quickly to their journey's end. Destinations are where we begin again. Ships go sailing far across the sea, trusting starlight to get where they need to be. When it seems that we have lost our way, we find ourselves again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste. There's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. If you just believe. Just believe.
Thank you, Desiree. For those who don't know Desiree and Lawrence, they used to be part of Unity in White Rock. And that's where we became friends. And I'm very, very happy that you are here today. Thank you for joining us and blessing us with your talent and your presence. So thank you. Is there anyone here who has not watched one of the versions of How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Right. It is such a beloved Christmas story that everyone, at least in our little community here in New Westminster, has been exposed to it in some way or another. And this beloved story was written in 1957 by Theodore Geisel, who we know as Dr. Seuss. And he wrote it in this rhyming verse, which is his style, and he illustrated the first book, all in black and white, except for the eyes of the Grinch, which were red. And he wrote it in October of 1957, and it was already a hit by Christmas. Can you imagine how fast that must have happened? And that was before the time of social media and things going viral. So it tells you a little about his gift of making a story come alive that is whimsical and has some really powerful, heartwarming messages for us. Since then, it's been created into at least 3 movies that are sort of true to the story with some artistic license. The first one was in 1966, and Boris Karloff was the voice of the character and the person who sings "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." That was Boris Karloff. And then in 2000, the one that many of us feel is our favorites is the one with Jim Carrey as the Grinch. And then in 2018, there was another version which is fully animated as well, and it's also lovely. All 3 of them are amazing. And what they tell us is a story that moves us from bitterness to belonging. It's about a grumpy character, someone who has hated Christmas for 53 years, and he has just had enough of all these people down in Whoville at the bottom of the hill who are having such a good time and have so much fun at Christmas that he decides he's going to do something about it, and he's going to take their joy away. And so he decides that he is going to steal their joy by removing their food and their gifts and their decorations. And then on the day of Christmas, in the morning, he's waiting eagerly to hear their cries of, and I quote, "boo-hoo." And instead, he hears them doing what they always do every Christmas morning, standing close together and singing. And the Grinch has an awakening. He realizes that he may have been wrong about Christmas, and that maybe Christmas isn't about things that come from a store. Maybe it's about something more. And he shifts, transforms, and goes down and joins the community to the point that he not just joins, but is welcomed enough that he gets to carve the roast beast. And there are things we can learn from this story. The first is that we see that, let's just talk about what we see first. We see that the Grinch is a grouch. And we don't know why. And in fact, in the story, Dr. Seuss says, he hears some ideas about why he might be a grouch, but we don't know for sure. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. Whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos. staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in their town. What do we see? We see a grouch, but we also see a grouch who is separated from the community. For whatever reason, they have separated themselves from the community, or the community has separated itself from this character because he's sour and miserable. And we don't know the reason. Depending on the movie that you see, there are a multitude of reasons. That he was left at an orphanage, that he decided to go and live on the mountain by himself, that he was laughed at by his teachers and fellow students. But those are all stories, because the truth is, we don't know the reason. It's not in the original. What we do know is that he's separate, that he's different. And there's a clue about the loneliness that is experienced by him when you hear he looks down from his cave at the warmth of the lights. That he's lonely. The thing is that we are told that whatever the reason, it's probably created a heart that's too small. And what happens when we have a heart that's too small? We start making decisions that aren't great for us. We do things that isolate us. We become more easily irritated. We sabotage our happiness just like he did. We want to steal other people's joy. Because if we can't have a fun time, why should anyone else? We don't like to see other people having a good time. And then we make up stories about why they're having a good time and how I can make it not so good. And we start believing those stories. And all these things do is separate us more from the community and the love that we are longing for. It's almost as if we engage in like a tragic strategy of, I'm miserable, and the way I'm going to fix it is to try and make everyone else miserable as well. And our lives then can be characterized by bitterness because it becomes a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, doesn't it? We are kind of grinchy. That wasn't the language I was going to use, but I'll use it. We can be grinchy, so then we make other people's lives miserable. Then they don't want to do anything with us, which makes us grinchy. And it's the circle that goes round and around, and it's like being on this hamster wheel, and how do you get off it? We get off it by remembering that we weren't born with hearts that were too small. And so let's look at what we can learn from the Grinch. From the Grinch himself, there are two things that I see that just stand out to me. The first is the courage he took to be curious. So he stands at the top of the mountain on Christmas morning and he's listening and hoping to hear boo-hoo, and he hears the sound of singing. Now, at that point, he has a crossroads choice to make. He can choose just to get really angry and go back into his cave and be miserable for the rest of the day. Or he could do what he did, which is he started to be curious. He wondered why his strategy wasn't working. He wondered if the story that he told himself that was making his life miserable was actually not true. Here's what the story says. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. It takes courage to stop the hamster wheel and go, this isn't what I expected. What other idea could make more sense in this situation? It's really Unity's third principle, which is what thoughts are creating our experiences, and what if we changed those thoughts? And it takes courage, especially if you think about it. This man had been living this way, hating Christmas for 53 years, which, by the way, was the age of Dr. Seuss when he wrote this. Autobiographical? Who knows? But he's been hanging on to the story for 53 years. And he's willing now to look at it and question, which will shake the foundation of everything he believed. Courage. And then we see courage again, because what does he do? Having discovered that his whole premise was based on something that wasn't true, he also could have gone back into his cave and ruminated and thought about it and, maybe do something different next Christmas. But no. He did the other lesson in courage for us. He took the step to go and make things right. Big. How many of us have done things that have harmed people, have stolen their Christmas, figuratively, and realize that we've done something that's kind of not been cool, and we kind of slink away into our cave and fix it next time? How many of us are brave enough to go down the hill and knock on the doors and say, hey, I screwed up. Here's your stuff back, and will you forgive me? So those are the two things that we learn from the Grinch. The courage to look at the questions or at the stories that we've been told, and that we've been telling ourselves, and that we've been believing, and that we've been creating our whole Grinchiness based on. Question it. And then, having discovered that it is not what we thought it was, to have the courage then to go and try and make it right. And be willing to accept the consequences, because there will be times when you get to the door and you say, hey, I messed up, that the person on the other slams the door right back in your face. So it's a genuine amount of courage that we see with the Grinch. Let's move to the people of Whoville then. We see in the people of Whoville, Even the word who, I think, is so awesome, because who basically means that all of us, right? We're all who's. But what do you hear and see from them? We discover that they know that Christmas is not about the gifts or the food or the decorations. That those things are like the icing and the cherries and the decorations on the cake, but that the cake is the part that matters. And so you can take those other things away, but at your core, Christmas is not about those outer trappings. They are just the fun things that give us an avenue to celebrate gifts and decorations and fun and songs and food. So we see this resilience from them. And they do what they always do, and there is some value to that idea too, isn't there? The idea of tradition and ritual that help us at a time when things may kind of be unexpected to us. They know they come together. They hold hands. They sing. Resilience. Coming together, knowing they are in a community. Resilience. And a knowledge of their values, which is, it's not about that outside stuff. And then the other thing we see with the people of Whoville is a generosity of spirit, which is rare. Because I know that if someone had stolen my Christmas stuff, and I woke up to a bare and empty house with there wasn't enough food even for the mouse, that if someone comes the next day and says, hey, I kind of messed up, I'm sorry about that, I might be like, give me my stuff, see ya. But that's not what happened with the Grinch. And the Grinch is different. He looks different from them. He's green, they aren't. He's a different shape than they are. There's difference and sameness. And yet, he is invited back in. Extraordinary forgiveness. Extraordinary tenderness of heart and openness of heart. And so at the end of the story, we realize that the biggest gift of all is not just what they did with each other when they found out their gifts were stolen and they sang. That Christmas wasn't bought at a store, sure. But it wasn't even about holding hands and singing around the Christmas tree in the center of the town. Christmas is about welcoming in people who've been separated. When we open our hearts, we see things more clearly. And it doesn't matter whether your heart starts out 2 sizes too small and grows 3 sizes larger, as the Grinch happened. Or maybe the people of Whoville who already had hearts that were perfectly adequate in size. Don't you think their hearts grew that day too? When we act like the Grinch and our patterned reactions are tragic strategies which turn people away from us and turn us away from other people. Let's move from bitterness to belonging. Have the courage to hear and consider your assumptions, our assumptions, and patterns, and question them. Let's have the courage to change our story. Let's have the courage to reconnect with the people who we've separated ourselves from. And when we're the townspeople, let us stay true to our values so that no one else gets to steal our joy. And let us have generous hearts that are willing to be open, willing to be kind. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. This Christmas, may each of our hearts grow 3 sizes. And may our hearts be light rather than tight, so we can bring toys and food and joys to everyone we meet and move all of our experiences from bitterness to belonging. I bless you.
It's not easy being green. You guys probably saw that other show. It looks like I don't have my words here because I don't know the hot spot for my ding on here. But let's see if we can do this offline. And any help you guys can give me singing this song will help me. I'm going to be able to do it. Here we go. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You've got termites in your smile. You've got all the tender sweetness of a sea-sucked crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I take the seasick crocodile. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. your single slots. Your heart's a dead tomato washed with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable. Mangled up and tangled up knots. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous souvenance. You're a crooked, jerky jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, nasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed sauce. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.
Oh, thank you, guys. It might be good to do the other part. Thank you.
All right. Great to be back here at Unity as well. So, been a little while. You ever notice too with the Christmas, a lot of the Christmas villains, you know, we talked about Ebenezer Scrooge last year, and this year is the Grinch, and there's many others. You ever notice most of them end up reforming at the end? Just an interesting thought. We got some people here dressed and ready for the Grinch. Well, anyway, we got some announcements to get through. Tomorrow, join us on Zoom for Monday meditation from 10:30 to 11:15. We check in with each other and enjoy a guided meditation. And we uplift and acknowledge each person as we read the names of the people on the prayer list. And boy, as we know, it is now December, so we got a lot of Christmas events going on this month. I always enjoy this. But please join us Thursday, December 12th at 7 p.m. for our annual Sadness service. This program is beautiful and heartwarming to honor your experience if Christmas doesn't feel merry and bright, as it can be a very tough time for many people out there, and we always want to have them in our thoughts. So all are welcome to join, and we will have refreshments afterwards. Then next Sunday, we have our annual Christmas carols and candlelighting ceremony, something that we have done many years here at Unity, where we read the Christmas story and consider how the story applies in our lives. After the service, we will be having a brown bag raffle. It's a chance to win prizes which are suitable to be given as gifts. It is also a lot of fun. Word has it there might be a couple of crazy hosts running the show. Here there are a couple of different, very interesting characters for sure. Stay tuned. We are looking for prizes, new items, which are suitable for gift giving. And we are open to accept donations right up to next Sunday, the 15th. Then on December 19th, it is our annual 12 Powers Candle Lighting Service. And 2 weeks from today, it is the Christmas pageant for our third year in a row that we have been doing that. So, no rehearsals required. Dress as your favorite characters throughout the Christmas story. And yeah, there might be a few surprises there this year as well. Be my first year participating in it. And on Christmas Day, we will have an 11 a.m. service followed by another potluck. So all wear pajamas and have a great time. All right. And we are grateful for your gifts and support of Unity of New Westminster. Many of the contributions are pre-authorized, so if you are not placing anything into the contribution basket today, please bless it silently when it comes to you. Then pass the basket along. For online viewers, you'll find a donation link description in the recording. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe, as they always say on YouTube. So let's spread the channel and reach more people.
Yes.
So please give freely from a place of abundance and gratitude. We are blessed. So thank you very much.
Hey, Grant. It is so good. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Oh my goodness, are we not blessed with this amazing community, with our beautiful singers today. Thank you. For our tech team and our greeters and our ushers and the people who work throughout the week behind the scenes doing yard work and board work and boring work, and it takes a village, as Alexandra said last week, and we are so fortunate to have this space and this community. Thank you all for being here. These are the Advent booklets, and they are a reading for every day and thoughts for every day. They are free. They are downstairs in the hall. So please feel free to grab one of these if you would like. And as we move into a circle, if we're able to, wonderful. If it's not comfortable for you, just hang out in your seat and we'll sing to you. But we're going to get into a circle and we're going to sing, I Am the Light of God, and we're going to sing, Let There Be Peace on Earth. I wish you, oh wait, and before we do anything, I would like, let's see, Dorothy and Rome and Ronnie to come up here front and center, please, so that they are with Diane as well. And I don't know if you're able to get a bit of video for that, Ludwina, but look at these amazing characters with their Grinch t-shirts on. It's so fun. Thanks, everyone.
I feel like we should sing La Dore.
We'll sing what? I don't know that one. Let there be peace
And let it begin with me.
I need to take it loud. Glenn, can you make it louder?
Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, with every step
the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God. You are the